All right, welcome back to Fleccas Talks, the podcast, episode 102. Today on the show, the Banana Republic continues to banana as Trump and crew are indicted and arrested in Georgia while everyone else is pretending Joe Biden didn't fall asleep in Hawaii. Then after that, we have highlights from the debate, and I'm going to give you the best take you've heard on that topic. Then after that, they're handing out fake dicks for kids in this week's Cringe of the Week. And after that, the streets are fully taken over in this week's Urban Decay. And last but not least, today's my birthday, so start tickling. All this and more, it's Fleccas Talks, the podcast, episode 102, ranked the best new podcast of all time.
Because words are just words until action actually starts. And actions speak louder than words, but at the same time, words speak louder than actions because sometimes it's the right thing to do. Very cool. Very cool.
Fleccas Talks, the podcast featuring Richard Grabboy.
All right, one for one on the intro as always. Guys, this week's episode is brought to you by our friends over at Undertac. You guys know me, I am a person who enjoys their comfort. That's why I'm always wearing hoodies and baggy basketball shorts, and I've taken that comfort level to my underwear as well. That's why I wear Undertac, the most comfortable boxers I have ever worn in my entire life. I am not just saying that because they're sponsoring the show. It is actually true. Undertac is made with Modal, which is basically a cotton on steroids. It's 50% more moisture wicking. It's antimicrobial, and it's super stretchy and super comfortable. The waistband is stretchy and nice, doesn't bunch up on you, and the best part is it's 30% less expensive than the underwear you're probably wearing right now. They're my absolute favorite. They sponsor the show. They support us, so let's support them right back. We all wear underwear. Why not buy underwear from a company that has your patriotic America First values? Undertac.com is the website. Use code Fleccas20 for 20% off site-wide. And last but not least, Undertac donates a portion of all sales to veteran-run organizations that fight human trafficking. That is called a full 360 win. Undertac.com is the website. Fleccas20 is the code for 20% off. Go get a pair of Undertac underwear today. I promise you will not regret it. All right, let's get into housekeeping. All right, thank you to Undertac for supporting us so many times and for the lovely underwear. It's like the best thing we've ever worn underneath our shorts.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I love Undertac. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. It's my birthday, everybody.
Say happy birthday, Fleccas.
Happy birthday in the comments. Make sure you do that. We'll get to what I want for my birthday later in housekeeping.
Okay. All right.
I have demands. All right, let's do what we always do on Fridays. We do our doppelgangers. We save them for Fridays. We have a couple this week. Nothing crazy.
There's one you.
There's one of me. Doesn't really look like me. There's Richard selling houses. That's pretty good.
This is another good one.
Here's Richard again. Just kind of stunting in your room. That's when you had long hair.
That's Richard Garth.
That's good, man. You look strong.
That is a good one. Hey, I saw that one. I go, all right. I know where that's going. That's me.
And then last one, there's you again.
Yeah.
With some tattoos.
Yes, at some jiu-jitsu competition, but he's not rolling. He's not doing it. He's on the sidelines.
Well, you can't do it all.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of doppelgangers.
All right, we're out.
Good doppelganger section, as always. Let's get into some action. We have a lot of stuff happening this week. The debate from a couple days ago. I have some notes. All right, really quick. I'm not saying Ron DeSantis is a lizard person, because that's like stupid, right?
That would be dumb, yeah. You couldn't say that.
But if you watch him and think in the back of your head that he might be a lizard person, he starts giving you evidence.
More than anybody else, right?
100%. So look at this clip from him. He finished his statement, and look what he did.
And I will not let you down. And I will not let you down.
I will not let you down. He does that weird smile.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's so awkward, maybe a lizard. At least you know Vivek's a human.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't want to rain too much praise on Vivek.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was interesting. DeSantis had like a big statement to start the debate, and then like they cut to Chris Christie, and Chris Christie was like, yeah, I'm here on the debate. And it was like, whoa, Ron was doing a crazy voice, and Chris Christie's just talking. It was kind of like a weird, like, oh,
yeah. Shit. Ron DeSantis had a bunch of, I guess, bits prepared.
Yeah.
He had like his little sound bites. He's doing his like his pep rally energy thing, which is weird because I would say, hey, Ron, you're not really a high energy, amp up the crowd guy. You're more of like a
Deliver.
calm, cool, collected, deliver with results, and like almost like lean into the autism. And he was pretending like, that's why you got to vote for me. And then he does the stupid smile after. How about when they ask the question, would you pardon Trump? And everyone raises, I mean, not everyone, Vivek immediately raises his hand. And then Ron DeSantis had to look over at everyone else and then kind of raise his hand. That was basically the nail in the coffin, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's sad because Ron is the best and most accomplished politician there, obviously. But his swag, it's not dripping.
Yeah, he's not dripping in the swag.
Yeah.
I mean, should Trump be prosecuted? Vivek, bam, knows exactly what the answer, confident in his answer. Ron looks around. That was really weak, 2BH. Not a good leadership quality. I also have some other random notes. Asa Hutchinson being not a girl was news to me. I didn't know who.
Asa, yeah.
There was a couple people that didn't have to be there. The guy at the end could have got rid of him.
Yep.
Nikki Haley sucked. She did an Anne Hathaway quote or something. I wasn't really paying attention.
Nikki Haley really loves being a woman and Israel.
Yeah.
And I can't relate to either of those things.
Yeah. Not for me. Not what I vote based on. There was a climate change question that seemed to stump people, which I didn't understand. If I was running, and Vivek kind of got it right, but if I was running for president and they asked about climate change, I would say, climate change, we're not doing that. And then that would be it. Everyone would go, yeah, we're not doing that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Everyone there is also pretending that like Trump isn't the guy. So it's kind of like this weird LARPing where it's like, oh, I'm Tim Scott, and if I was president, I would do this. And it's like, oh, yeah, well, if I'm Chris Christie and I'm the president, this is going to happen. And everyone's just like pretending. It's like when you play Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, oh, the Xenon potion makes your weapons disabled for 2 turns.
It's no, there's an absolute warlock over your shoulder right now, and he's 50 points ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So that was stupid.
Look at it. Look at like how the GOP would be once the Trump vacuum is gone, and I don't like that GOP.
Yeah, it don't look right.
Yeah, so
We need some Trump loyalists to hand the baton down to after we get everything we need to get done.
Yeah.
There was a guy in CNN. I clipped this because I thought it was very funny. He was the day of the debates. He was saying how he doesn't think anyone's going to watch the Trump interview with Tucker.
And just for the record, Donald Trump's counter-programming is horrible. I don't think anybody's going to be watching Tucker Carlson on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now. And I don't think anybody's going to be responsive.
How can that be your take?
it's like the worst take of all time, and then immediately disproven in 48 hours. You know, like usually you can make some nebulous predictions
For
and
like
be like,
down the road.
Yeah, I don't think we're on the way path towards energy to independence. Blah blah blah, and then you end up being wrong, and nobody's checking the notes. This is like whatever 200 million views on Twitter, like in a day.
250 million views. And that was like 8 hours before. And I saw that and I said, thanks, we'll use that in housekeeping when Trump gets 300 million views. How could you read the tea leaves and be like, I don't think anyone's going to watch?
Yeah.
That was stupid. Also, last part of the debate, but it's not really part of the debate. Vivek is a tennis player. So here he is playing tennis. Obviously, tennis, ceviche, Miami, Cabana, Rob Smith.
So that means he watches.
He's a show watcher.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you see how he's shuffling his feet? Mm-hmm. So he's kind of like maxing out his athleticism.
Yeah, his like Indian guy athleticism.
His Indian guy athleticism, it's maxed out, which I actually respect. Tennis is a good sport to do that. I had one of my sisters, I'm not going to say which one, actually maxed out her athleticism via tennis and got to play in college for it. Got into college because of it.
Very nice.
I'm not going to say which sister it was, but I'm just kidding. I only have one sister. We're roasting her. Sorry. Moving on. We're on page 2 of housekeeping. That's the end of our debate section. Unless you have anything you want to add.
No, Chris Christie, his entire purpose was to like shit talk Trump, and then a lot of waste of time. It's like, let's put Vivek up there with Ron and I don't know, Mike Pence, sure, for his carryover and watch him get executed, slaughtered. But it seems like Ron DeSantis is handcuffed on what he can actually say. And having Vivek there, I don't want to vote for Vivek, and I never will, basically. I don't know if that's your take. It's not. You don't have to co-sign me.
That can be my take.
You don't have to co-sign it. But Ron next to Vivek makes it look like Ron is afraid to say shit. Mm-hmm. And that's not a good look for someone who's supposed to be like brash or whatever. And I guess he's listening to his donors and playing kind of middle of the road, electable, reasonable Republican.
Electable, reasonable Ron.
Yeah, electable, reasonable Ron while they're indicting the president of the United States.
If Ron had Vivek energy, the race would be Trump and then DeSantis would be like tailing him.
Exactly.
It'd be close.
Exactly.
But they didn't do that. They asked Bud Sexton what to do.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Big mistake.
Page 2 of housekeeping. I don't want to say how many pages of housekeeping we have, but it will be fast. But
I notice you're speeding right now.
It's technically 4 pages of housekeeping.
And I'm kind of matching your speed, and
we got to go
crazy.
fast. We got to go fast, but not too fast. Biden in Hawaii earlier in the week.
Yeah.
He didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Here's him.
Here he goes.
Like many others who left
Puts his head down.
they were given clothes.
Breathing, that breathing. That sleeping breathing.
Where you start going like this, where your eyes start crossing and your eyelids are like. I used to drive like that. All right, well, that's good.
Okay.
We see it. We all know he fell asleep. And then we have Krasenstein types.
This morning, many people are spreading a video of Joe Biden calling him Sleepy Joe because it appears as though he might be sleeping while visiting wildfire survivors in Lahaina in Maui County, Hawaii. This is false.
Yeah.
When you actually watch a longer clip, blah, 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 he's not sleeping.
Yeah, he's
so
not sleeping.
He wrote 3 paragraphs on how Joe Biden's not sleeping when there's a video you can watch.
Well, can we admit he's a little bit drowsy?
Like,
Will he give us? He's a little drowsy. He's a little tired. No, he's just like an old grandpa who falls asleep.
yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
Not for a president, but it's fine.
Yeah, and these are the same people that told us that Trump was not in good health because he had to go slow down the ramp when he had leather bottom shoes on a slick ramp. And they were like, this is it. He doesn't have the health. He doesn't have the stamina. He needs to be 25th Amendment.
Yeah, like you get some obscure blue check doctor back in the old Twitter days who goes, these are clear signs of dementia, stroke, like this. And then, but no, Joe Biden's not sleeping there.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, the way everyone's defending Joe Biden and the energy the Democrats have, it's something to take note of, in my opinion. And when we get power back, if we ever do, we need to be extra offensive. I feel like we're too defensive now. And we're always like, oh, if the Democrats did this, it'd be different. Or we're not racist. We have all these different ethnicities on our side. We're always like defensive on the right. And we see what the Democrats do when they're in charge. They're literally having the whole squad arrested, Giuliani and all the boys.
The executioners come out.
Yeah. So maybe when we get power back, if we ever do, we should just do exactly what we need to do and what needs to be done and not necessarily worrying about what people are going to say about what we're doing.
Yeah. And if Trump does pull off a win and survives everything, pulls off a win, he's not looking to get reelected. You know, he can't, obviously. So he should be swinging an axe there.
Exactly. And then Trump, along with Giuliani and others, was arrested. Not good, obviously. So basically 24 is the last stand.
Yeah.
I talked to John Doyle about this in Bonus Land last week. And, you know, it's not over if we lose 24, but when we rebuild after, it'll be a rebuild from ashes situation instead of like trying to, you know, get the nosedive out and pull up.
Yeah, it's like a boat. We're in a boat with like shaky stuff, and it's like we're going to have to lift it from the bottom of the ocean floor instead of just correct it and gain ballast.
So this is our last stand. Also in Hawaii, no sirens, the water was shut off, and the roadblocks turned into kill boxes, basically. So that's a little interesting.
And that's a point I want to make too, is, oh, dude, the fires, oh, wildfires, climate change is killing people. CNN will count this body count no matter what it is towards climate change or, you know, any sort of organization like that. And just beware and be on the lookout for human incompetence being attributed to climate change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like you said, how climate change turned Hawaii into a tinderbox is what the headlines are. And then, you know, obviously the equity guy delayed water for 5 hours. Yep. They blocked off a road in Lahaina. Do you want me to read this loggers thing or no? But
yeah, let it rip.
Well, so this is like wildfires more in like the Northeast, Portland, you know, Oregon, California, all that sort of stuff. This guy tweeted, and I don't know much about logging, but this rang true, you know? And this guy said, the old-time loggers know exactly why wildfires are out of control every summer. Back when USFS ran large-scale timber sales before the spotted owl hoax, logging companies maintained roads and manned fire watch towers. They protected their assets. Clear cuts provided fire breaks so wildfires were easily contained. Now access roads are not maintained, and in many cases, they are purposely destroyed in the name of conservation. The resulting destruction is entirely predictable. What's the solution? The same thing that worked in the past. Open the floodgates for timber sales on federal land. Mills will reemerge. Thousands of high-paying jobs will be created. And then people will care about the forest, you know? And it's like, you forget that it's like you stop something from happening and then nobody cares, nobody watches. Just like hunters and fishermen are sometimes the best conservationists.
Yeah.
Loggers know what's going on in the woods, and it's like, no logging, even though trees regrow.
Yeah, the government will watch everything.
Yeah, and then California is on fire half the year and all
And they're
that.
purposely doing it.
So
That's a good point.
It's not really related to Hawaii, but I just kind of wanted to throw that out there along with the climate change thing.
Yeah.
Like nothing else changed, only the climate.
Exactly.
When there's really no loggers, no roads, stuff like that.
And you can see in the background here, they have like this new thing for it's called a heat dome, I guess.
Yeah.
So they're trying to heat dome us.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
And they're trying to see, there's the heat dome. We're getting heat domed. And basically I think they're trying to convince everyone that a hot summer is climate change.
Yeah.
It's like, have you gone outside? It's pretty hot. I'm in Louisiana. Woo, climate change. And then with that, then it's like you blame it on climate change, which is another reason to blame Republicans. So it's Republicans' fault. And then they'll suck all the money out when, funds need to get given out to places.
Yeah.
And don't forget this, too.
Nancy Pelosi's cousin will get the sweetest contract you've ever fucking heard of.
Exactly. And we'll need how many, $100 billion to fix whatever.
And it's not enough.
Exactly. And keep in mind, too, the bad guys, they can control the weather as well. So if a hurricane comes, they can amplify that and make it worse. Fires and stuff happen, they're going to do their best to not maintain it so it gets really out of hand and not put it out right away so it's as much damage as possible, as much death as possible, so they can blame Republicans for it and suck all the money out again. It's all about sucking the money out.
Yeah.
They
Big
always
straw.
suck the money out.
Slurp the money out.
So just keep that in mind because they do have the technology. Moving on, make sure you guys tickle this post. We kind of mentioned it in the intro. Juice the Algo, help us out. The last few episodes have been doing really well. Like, comment, make sure you're subscribed, make sure your notifications are on. Leave me a little happy birthday something. All right, fan shout-outs. We got some good shout-outs this week. We cover our fan shout-outs on Friday. Here we go.
This is the best schizo watching we've had so far.
This is our
I counted 13 screens.
Yeah. That's as good as it gets.
I do not think that record will be broken. He said he had one more iPad. So,
guys, that's what I want for my birthday.
Yeah. So that guy just took care of like 10 of you families that watch together. So salute your veterans.
Yeah, that's very nice. All right, let's do our next one.
This kid.
Fleccas Talks, the best new podcast of all time.
That's what I like to see. We got the youth. Like of all time.
Of all time, she goes at the end.
So we love that too.
We got sign language. What is that called? ADL or something?
Yeah, we're international and we're multi-language.
Just like Rob.
So thank you guys for that. Make sure you tickle the post and do all that. Make me a happy birthday boy.
ASL.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. The Yosemite rebuttal. So everyone knows we knocked down the hippie stacks.
Yeah, the rock stacks.
And the rock parks, and then Yosemite agreed with us and was on our side, and I guess they're show watchers. We have a rebuttal from, I guess, the show's new arch nemesis.
Hey folks, just wanted to clear up some confusion about this. While it is correct that you are supposed to be knocking down Karens that you see in Yosemite National Park, please do not be taking part of that in other areas of the country unless you know specifically that you were supposed to be doing that in your area. A lot of the Karens that are out there are historical and or native sites, and we really shouldn't be disturbing those. To find out, all you have to do is call your local ranger and ask them what their policy is, and they'll tell you. It's pretty simple.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, guys, if you see the rock stacked and there's like a picture of someone who's dead and it's like a memorial thing, don't knock that over. Or if you see a ton of rocks and it's like a wall built by Indians 300 years ago, leave it up.
Yeah, that's not what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I know, but those don't even exist. Those are like the 1 in a million needle in a haystack ones. Every trail that you guys are on, kick it over.
Kick it over.
Let's relax.
How dare
this ain't
this
the mounds
guy.
of Cahokia.
Yeah, how dare this guy? And it's like the same thing they do for trans people, where it's like, oh, you can't assume anyone's gender because there might be
0.01%.
And it's 0.01%.
Yeah.
So that guy's an enemy of the show.
Yep.
Not sending him a base mug. All right, let's move on. The dumped stuff on the sleeper prank.
This is just a couple friends
I love this
pranking another friend.
Yeah.
Beans, I see. Oh, hit him with the wet, then the dry, then the paint.
It's a cat. I think it was
Cat litter, yeah.
cat litter.
Yeah.
That's good American fun.
So that guy sees that video and goes, I need to reevaluate my friend circle. That seemed
And he was just
motivated.
dead asleep. Too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called Didn't See That One Coming.
You don't go back to sleep either. Your sheets are ruined.
Your whole room
Yeah.
is ruined. That room probably smells too.
So
that first concoction, they did a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. The 401k versus the dog investment.
You really gonna make me read this?
No, it's the other one.
Okay. Should I put $6,000 in my IRA or buy this? And it's a freak, genetic freak, backyard bred, health problem liability. Miami Deluxe bullies.
Yeah.
Those guys are committing a crime.
Yeah. And what's
Is that what you're gonna say?
What's your what would you give advice wise for this? Would you say buy the dog or IRA?
IRA all day, dude. Everyone should be maxing out your IRA if you have to write a check to the federal government.
But to be fair, devil's advocate here, the money's all going to be gone soon.
Yeah.
And an IRA, like Social Security, like a 401k, it could be one of those things that you think are never going to go away, but then it's gone.
Well,
and then
stocks with inflation. This is one of those lessons you don't really understand that you're trying to say.
And then $6,000 now is going to be like $600 when you're 55 or whatever.
Not if you invested and it compounds, which is what you don't seem to know.
But 6,000 is going to be 600.
I can't co-sign
this. This dog won't be affected by inflation.
How do you think this dog compares and holds up next to inflation?
Well, he looks, if anything, a little deflated and like scrunched down, which I think he'll hold his value. Like he's holding his value. Right. He's holding his value. You see him?
Does anybody in the audience have a dog like this? An absolute freak monstrosity? Can't breathe. This guy can't get off his back if he rolls over, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. He can't impregnate another dog. They have to artificial.
Hold him. They have to hold him.
Yeah, but he's maintaining his value. All right, moving on. We're still in housekeeping.
Okay.
Donut Boy, Chinese Donut Boy. He went to a coffee shop this morning, and he said he heard someone interviewing for a barista job, and the girl said to the person, before she got hired, like she was interviewing for the job, just so you know, I would have to leave every day at hard out at 5 o'clock because I really value my personal time.
Stop.
So it's like, why would you say that in your interview? Who would hire someone like that?
I don't know. So, I mean, it's something you could try to work out after, but you don't really lead with that.
Yeah, you lead with like, I'm going to leave as soon as possible every day, as soon as that I'm Fred Flintstone.
You know what? Honestly, part of me kind of respects that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that's bad attitude. I wouldn't hire them. But part of me respects that. It's like, this is a barista job. It's not that serious. So, I don't know.
It just depends on how bad you want a job.
Yeah, exactly. That person obviously doesn't want it that bad.
And if you're a hard worker, you can eat this generation's lunch like Chris Christie at a luncheon.
Yeah.
You know, you could eat everybody's lunch.
Like Chris Christie at Roy Rogers after the debates.
Yeah, he's eating everybody's lunch. All right, the adult diaper hustle. This is actually really interesting because it's something not everyone thinks about. Rapway, you can read it.
Yeah, the average American spends 2 hours a day in the bathroom. Say you make $200 an hour. That's $145,000 a year. Buy adult diapers, $600 a year. Enjoy your newly saved $145,000.
So obviously it's a little embarrassing when you talk about going to the bathroom or
and
whatever.
Jason Statham is there.
But that's kind of where the arbitrage is because people don't really think too much about bathroom stuff. So if you want to take advantage, there's ways to make money for everybody.
That's good advice. That goes with your 401k understanding or your IRA understanding. So you're about where you should be.
That's why they're on the same page of housekeeping.
Yep.
All right, last page of housekeeping.
Okay.
COVID might be coming back. And if it is, we caught Big Pharma.
Yeah.
We caught Big Pharma. Here he is.
Yep.
It's him. It's Big Pharma.
This should be in the doppelganger section, actually.
What do you mean? And then
that guy's about the same weight as you.
That's not true. That guy is 300 and
I'd say 390.
Yeah, I'd say 390. Big arms. He's a 4 bills guy.
He might be $4. He's big pharma. What do you expect?
So I don't weigh $4. Yeah, and then we also have a before and after from Scott Dworkin.
Scott Dworkin, if you get fired for not getting vaccinated, just know that you deserve it.
And then later he says, Republicans need to stay the hell out of our private lives. Have a nice Friday. Nice job, retard.
Stuff that guy in a fucking locker. It's just like these people.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that is the end of housekeeping. We're moving on to Cringe of the Week. Make sure you guys join FleccasTalks.com for a ton of bonus content. We're shooting a Q&A this week, which comes out next week. We have a bonus land next week and our regular Tuesday episode. Yep. So if you guys are wondering, what do I want for my birthday? I want comments, 3 comments at least if you're cheap. If you want to spend some money, first I would like you to join FleccasTalks.com. That's what my birthday wish for all of you is. And then after that, if you don't want to do FleccasTalks.com, or maybe you already did, FleccasMerch.com. Buy the new shirts. We have new podcast shirts. They're cool. They're subtle. They're fun. Give it a buy. FleccasMerch.com. FleccasTalks.com. Leave 3 comments. Happy birthday, Fleccas. Happy guy.
Yep.
That works, right?
I think so. You're asking a lot. For sure. But,
Yeah. But hey, 102 episodes.
Feels good.
We never really miss any either.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to. All right, Cringe of the Week. Let's start Cringe of the Week off with, let's just do this. Get the dopamine going. Guys riding the bike.
I just got my library card. On gang.
Didn't have it in them. Actually, my first time trying that trick.
Yep.
All right, let's go to California's trying to drive in the rain. I don't know I guess people in California never drive in the rain, and this is what they came up with. What are you doing?
At least you didn't hit anything.
There's more. Look at this guy. So you're driving, and then you start going.
Slam the brakes?
It's raining, and then you start going like this. Why would you ever do that? I guess they're not familiar with hydroplaning.
They should be.
Yeah. Basically, if you're hydroplaning, you don't press the brakes. You just ride through it, and you just get out.
And it gets scary for a little bit.
But you got to go opposite. You got to trust your instincts. That's what my good dad taught me.
Nice.
You don't slam the brakes and do that and start. Or you hit the hydroplane, you slam the brakes, and then you cut the wheel. And then the car will turn, then you got to cut the wheel the other way, and that should straighten it out.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the trans bathroom person.
Well, then it's a good thing that trans women are not men, but while we're on the topic, let's talk about it. Aside from the fact that trans women are not a threat to other women in the bathroom, it is equally unsafe for both trans women and cisgender women alike to go in a men's restroom. See, men don't want me in the bathroom looking like this. They want me to go back to being a man, and they're going to take any opportunity they can to antagonize a trans woman in an attempt to convince her to be a man. So the second a trans woman sets foot in a men's bathroom, she is unsafe. The second any woman sets foot in a men's bathroom, she's not safe. The majority of women understand this. Out of the thousands of bathrooms I've been in, I've only had an issue 2 times. And despite...
So the overall point here is women can't be in the same bathroom as men because men are a threat to women in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like for this person, if you're right, then you need to be in the women's room because men will get you because you're a woman, right?
Yeah.
But if you're wrong and you're not a woman, your point proves why you shouldn't be in the bathroom with women. Because if you're not actually a woman, like you say, which is the other side of it, then you're a threat to the women in the bathroom.
Of course.
And unfortunately, hate to break it to you, you are a man. And for that reason, you're out.
Yeah. Women are really unsafe in the bathroom with men. That's why I, a man, need to be in the women's bathroom. Yeah. It's that simple, guys. Yeah. And then I love the first part at the beginning. For some of these trans videos, you have to look at every single word, and it's like, trans men are not a threat to women. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's get to my stupid fucking point. And it's like, not a threat? Aren't they raping everybody? Don't I see headlines all the time?
Yeah.
They're raping. Some of them.
Inappropriate in the locker rooms and schools.
Yeah, the weird sexual fetishists. I don't know. Are they more likely to commit a sex crime? Less likely? Yeah. I don't know. I won't think. I'll just outsource my thinking to this freak.
Yeah, and then they say, they're going to antagonize me in the bathroom. Guys aren't going to antagonize you. They're going to go to the bathroom. They're going to see you. and they're going to go back to their table and be like, yo, rat boy, there was a TRANS in the bathroom. And then he's going to go, what? And then he's going to look at the bathroom nonstop until the person comes out. And then when the person comes out, I'm going to look in the other direction for cover fire so rat boy can be looking randomly wherever.
Yep.
And I help him out.
Yeah, exactly. And then we laugh, we do bits at the table, and we don't fight you.
Yeah.
You stand at the urinal.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Exactly.
Nice watch.
Exactly. Another trick, I think we may have said this back in the day, but another trick we do here in Fleccas Universe is you point with your thumb. So if there was a TRANS over there, you point with your thumb and go, hey, look over here. Over there, and then the thumb is where I'm really pointing.
Yeah.
So you guys can feel free to use that. All right, we're still in cringe. Let's go to the teacher classroom.
This lounge.
Yeah.
Got to turn the music down, but here's my teacher setup for this year. Warm overhead lighting, pride flag, amplify posters, and social justice.
Couches.
Lots of books. Couches and flexible seating for learners.
Yeah. So, mood lighting, a trans flag, and some couches. And that's the cool teacher, I guess. Not for my kid.
Yeah, not for me. What are your intentions with these students? You want to get them on the couch? You want to loosen them up with some warm lighting?
Yeah.
And then what?
Set the mood.
Some ideological shit goes down?
Set the mood for what?
Yeah. Can they do the math?
Exactly.
There's going to be a running theme in this cringe of the week. Can they do the fucking math, right?
Exactly. That's what takes us to our next clip about the principal.
This is a school administrator.
As a school administrator, I will never intentionally misgender a staff member or student. Schools are supposed to be a safe place where kids can learn and grow and be themselves. As a principal of a middle high school, I am very passionate about making sure that all my students feel safe and included and respected. We have ability in our grading system or our
that's good.
student.
So when I went to high school, I had to learn math.
Yeah.
I guess that was like the masculine type of learning. Mm-hmm. And then now it's like, all the kids need to feel safe and respected.
Be themselves.
And like, it's all about their feelings. And then like, if their feelings are ever not perfect, then that's a problem. The whole school has to change. And it's interesting because when I went to high school, I had Miss Becker and Brother Joshua, and I was scared of them.
Yeah.
And they didn't respect me. If I was out of uniform or didn't shave, I would get detention and humiliated in front of whoever was around.
Yeah.
It would absolutely roast me.
Yeah. They didn't make you feel comfortable and safe. They actually had standards and demands and like a system that worked.
Yeah. We would hear Ms. Becker yelling from like 3 floors down. Brother Joshua had a megaphone and he would yell, "You're going to be late. When that bell rings, if you're in the hall, you're getting detention." And then it would go, "Roo!" And it was like a scary thing for freshmen. And everyone knew. And no one turned out to be pansexual or whatever.
So once again, the kids feel safe. Oh, they can be themselves. Can they do the math?
Can you do the math? Do you know everything else? There was one time Brother Joshua gave a detention to a kid for not shaving, and it was his 5 o'clock shadow. So it's like, it was just like an Italian kid who kind of like went through puberty early and like shaved that morning. And then by like 2:30, he kind of had some stubble and it was like detention. So the kid had to shave in school halfway through the day. That's what I was on.
Yeah.
And we all turned out great.
Yeah. But thankfully, she'll use the right pronouns of the parents coming and pick up their kid. That's what's important about a school, guys.
Yeah. Everyone needs to feel safe and respected. It's like you're talking about the couple weird trans kids. That's who you're actually worried about. Yeah. Everyone else is actually not.
And 3 out of 4 of those, they're autistic. They got tricked into this.
Yeah.
They're on some internet rabbit holes and they're seeing what they can get away with. And you're letting the slippery slope, you're greasing it for them.
Yeah, you're complicit. And then in years later, when we have like the trials of who did what.
Yeah, the Gutenberg trials or some sort of new word. It'll be a new word.
You guys are the ones in trouble. All right, let's go to the drag summer camp. This, we have, there's some copyright music, but.
Feeling down.
This was a drag summer camp that all these kids went to.
LGBTQ plus drag summer camp.
Yeah.
There's David.
High schools in 5 years be like.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was there all summer just to like make fun of these guys or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, put on a stupid outfit just to like make fun of these people. Wear makeup.
So we have a long-standing tradition of saying drag is not good content. It's not multidimensional. It's not very like sweet. It's dressing up and putting on makeup. How can you get a whole summer camp of that? You need like the real summer camps. It's like fire starting,
tying knots.
How to tie knots, fishing, the like wood, nature walks, identifying things, determining the species,
sailing.
This summer camp, it's just like, what's on the schedule today? Drag, over and over again.
We're gonna do makeup and then we're gonna lip sync Beyonce. What's tomorrow's plan? Like
lip syncing Sam Smith.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Yeah. So it's trash content, but we had a conversation off camera about this. Like, is this even bad? Like, is this what they want to do? Go ahead, let the losers be losers together, right? But no, it is bad because they're sucking away kids who should be doing something else to this wasted time, nothing, zero productive thing.
That could have just been theater kids.
This could have been theater. They could have been doing a performance and then put on a Romeo and Juliet play at the very end and like have something to show for it.
But now LGBT is so spread out and so many things under the umbrella that it's like you kind of just absorbed like half of the theater kids, and it's like, oh, you guys are all kind of gay now.
Theater kids, like science camp, the NASA fake experience, like all those, we lost a couple kids to the drag camp, and they do one thing over and over and over. I'd love to, this might be something we look into and get their itinerary.
Oh, yeah.
It's the big end of drag performance, and oh, yeah, there's one adult per bunk.
And that guy's a registered sex offender.
And we will see him at the trials later. So
exactly. Everyone's going to end up at the trials.
Yeah, a lot of victims.
All right. And this is this next section. It's kind of vulgar. So if you have sensitive ears, maybe skip ahead a minute.
Yeah. So we've known about these fake peckers. They call them packers, right?
Packers.
So it's a fake cack.
Fake cack.
It's a fake cack for when you are a girl who wants to be a boy and you're young, you're underage, and you want to pretend you're a boy and you want to get used to having a cack.
Yeah.
But so we had this one, Gays Against Groomers posted this, Gays Against Trump Against Groomers posted this. It said, we regret to inform you. What, is that okay?
That's really funny, yeah.
We regret to inform you that we are about to ruin your whole night. Did you know that there are fake penises packers for the 4 to 8-year-old girls, 4 to 8, whose parents think they are trans boys? Yeah, we didn't either until just now, and you're looking at it. Get off this planet. And so you look at this.
Yeah. Let me get a pink 3-incher. It's for a kid.
Let me get a 3-inch cack. Bricked.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's bricked. It's not like a sloped down cock, how a cock lays.
It's like a deli order. Yeah, let me get a chocolate 2-incher. Let's do bricked. Yeah, let's do bricked.
You want bricked or soft? Like it's a New York deli. And the guy's like, bricked, 3-inch bricked, coming right up. And so it's funny to me because like, that's crazy. That's the weirdest looking cack I've ever seen. And then I don't want to, I don't want to congratulate anyone for making packers for kids, but this lady's got real ones. That's how a cack lays.
Yeah, that's a better packer.
So I don't know. It's embarrassing all around, but you screwed it up. You got the weird cack that goes out like this, 3-incher. I don't know. You're setting up these girls for like more than they can handle, I think.
Yeah, especially a 4-year-old. It's like 4-year-olds don't really know anything.
Yeah.
They read the book and they kind of just pretend to read and they just look and then go, oh, the cat jumped over the mouse. And they don't even know what they're saying and they're not actually reading. So it's like, here, put this in your pants. Mom's a fucking nut.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of cringe.
Yeah, can I get 2? I need a white one and a black one. 1 bricked, 1 not bricked. 2 cacks. Coming right up.
For some kids. It's for the kids. All right.
Unbelievable.
Let's move on to Urban Decay. Don't get too down. Don't get too depressed. It's going to get worse.
You have to have fun with it,
Yeah.
Like we do. That's kind of the name of our game, but,
we like to have
it's
fun.
Disgusting. It's disgusting shit.
It really is. All right. So Urban Decay, we had an Atlanta street takeover. We have 2 Atlanta street takeovers. Trucks doing donuts.
This is midday, too. Like, they didn't even wait tonight.
Everyone's standing around. Here comes the cops. So truck leaves. Truck runs over some people. Cop comes.
Baby, you go, baby. You go. You caught, buddy. You caught like a motherfucker. You caught, baby. 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 You caught like a motherfucker, baby. You caught like a motherfucker, baby.
So they triggered one of the black guys.
Yeah, they triggered him into keep repeating the phrase no matter what. No critical thought. Just he's in the trance.
Yeah,
so
they got one into a trance, and the cop did a great job.
Yeah, cop did a great job.
Yanks him out.
Yanks the guy out. The guy hit some people. And our hate of takeovers is long-standing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anything really cool has ever happened. This is kind of like drag.
It's a good point.
Car goes in a circle. Whoa!
Yeah.
Except actually, I take that back. This is cooler than drag because someone can get fucking rocked.
Punted.
Yeah. So, all right.
So,
drag, nobody gets KO'd.
Yeah.
Drag, nobody gets hurt and breaks their arm backwards, and then everybody pulls out their cell phone. At least that's something.
Yeah. Drag should have a thing where there's like a beehive somewhere on stage.
Oh.
In one of the balloons or in the
A
couch
trap
cushion.
door that can just dump you at any minute.
All right. So that's that takeover. It didn't go well. Triggered that one guy. They caught you, Barry. You caught Barry. You caught Barry.
Good to see cops are actually doing stuff. I mean, that's midday at a busy intersection.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where you need a response. So.
And then the guy who got arrested looks like a white guy, so maybe they'll actually keep him in jail.
Yeah.
There was an Atlanta crash that turned into a shooting right after. So there's an intersection. People are just running from the crash.
Fleeing the presumably stolen car.
But then someone's going back to the car. Middle of the day.
Bro, get that phone, bro. Get your phone, boy. Hurry up, boy.
Whose side are you on?
Engaging with the criminals?
Well, that's good. We see it.
Yeah,
There's a crash midday, and then it turns into shooting, and then people are on the criminal side. A lot of the themes in Urban Decay this week are broad daylight problems.
Yeah.
Straight takeovers, shooting. We'll show some other clips too. It's all just broad daylight shit. Let's go to the Golden Gate takeover. You know,
wheelie circles. Wow, you guys are awesome.
You know, I can kind of sign off on this one because it's such a cool, unique location.
Yeah.
So it's like that was a memorable experience for those guys doing wheelies on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Hurt nobody.
And if you're in traffic on Golden Gate Bridge, you get to enjoy the bridge a little bit. You're just kind of there. It's a slower day. Golden Gate Bridge. Wow, look at this. I'm fine with that one.
Okay, that's a little uncharacteristic, but I kind of agree. It's less egregious, right?
Yeah, those guys will look back on their deathbed and they'll remember the Golden Gate Bridge takeover.
Yeah,
that's a great experience. I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Dallas break-in attempt. Another broad daylight crime.
Oh yes, they came to check your air filters. I'm not sure. This is 38277.
All right, so he tries to get in with the air filters. I'm going to skip ahead in the video a little bit.
Strong door. Shot directly into his neighbor's house.
Yeah. Cops came, guy fired off a few warning rounds. You could see them go around that guy's body like he just missed barely.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been nice to leave that guy sleeping on the floor crying, begging for his mother or something.
Yeah.
That's my personal preference.
Someone told me one time a long time ago, and this is not my advice, I'm just repeating what was told to me, that if you're ever in a self-defense situation where there's a home intruder that comes into your house with like a weapon and you feel like your life's in danger and you defend yourself with a gun, it's better to fully defend yourself because otherwise you'll have someone testifying against you.
Oh, yeah.
And then if they're a criminal, they probably could just lie.
Of course.
Like, oh, I was there. I thought I was dog walking for him, and make up some excuse. And if you're one race and they're a different race, if you're white and they're black, then you're probably going to go to jail. So they said if you're going to self-defense yourself and you make that decision, fully self-defense yourself all the way to no more. It's only to one person at the end of it.
Yeah. And you know, we talk about like deterrence or like, you know, things like that. This guy firing the gun, it worked out great. The guy's obviously, that was a skedaddle. I think I'd call that a skedaddle. Boop, 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 like clouded dust, get out of there. And it's like, you think this guy is going to try to do this tomorrow now? If he got away with it? You think somebody who just came within inches of losing their life for like what, a MacBook and whatever cash is around the house? You know what I mean? What's the highest yield you can get from a random apartment in Dallas? Computer. The phone's with the person. So, you know, this is why we love consequences. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's probably not going to do it again. Or if he does, he might think twice and he might go to a gun-free zone. That's why we need our Second Amendment. So
yeah, it's crazy that this was done broad daylight in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. Oh, the gun capital of one of the gun capital states of America, you know. Let's just go do breaking and entering.
It's called Don't Mess with Texas.
And talking to the Ring camera too. When you know your face is on camera, that's Hispanic neck tattoo activities, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Don't like that.
Speaking of bad activities on camera, let's go to the one where there's a new trend where fast food workers are showing your credit cards on their lives.
It says, beware when going through the drive-thru. Cashiers are going live and showing your card information.
So you're doing a crime on camera, on Instagram Live, attached to your name. So, like, no one's scared to do crimes.
Yeah, and that's part of the urban decay that we see all the time. It used to be like, hey, I'm going to get caught doing this crime. And then if I'm caught, they're prosecuting me with huge ramifications, right? And now it's like, instead of one thing, which is getting caught, there's two things. It's getting caught and a tough prosecution, you know? And getting caught, nobody even tries anymore. Police are beleaguered. There's more calls that they can get to. And like something like this will be like, oh, we'll investigate it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she used her name or, you know, her profile or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like a deterrence thing again.
No fear to do crimes here. New Orleans is like that too, where you can't trust the fast food workers. Everything comes botched. You can't say no pickles or no tomato.
Hope you enjoy twice as many pickles.
Yeah, they really don't do a good job here. And I'm thinking like big picture, it's not a schizo spiral. I think this is pretty accurate, but financial crimes like this will probably continue to go up. And then people will say, oh, use Apple Pay instead, or use your CBDC, like your central bank digital currency, you know? And like that is... Obviously, they're trying to control everyone with COVID, right?
Yeah.
And then you have another like reinforcement into that control where it's like, we'll get you locked down because of COVID. And then if you're going to go to the store, you might get your credit card information stolen because all the crime that's happening. Maybe now you have to check in at the kiosk and then use your digital currency. And then that's safe. So it's like they have all these different levers to pull to get
crime is part of that.
And crime is part of it to get you to the end goal of digital currency, highly monitored.
Yeah.
And they'll say it's for COVID, and then they'll also say it's for the crime, and which takes us to our next thing.
Instead of just enforcing against the crime so that there's less criminals. And this is going to get worse too, in terms of like if the economy keeps getting worse or like inflation's high and you can't afford as much as you used to, it's like people are going to turn to crimes, right?
Yeah. And it proves our point that it's not just people making a bad decision, but they want what's best for everyone. It shows like malice intent because if you arrested everybody, there'd be no crime. You can just come and go in the store as you please.
Yeah, it'd be great.
So it's like they're using that arm, that not prosecuting crimes, to fulfill their end goal of highly monitored digital currency. Now, this is what Whole Foods looks like in Washington, D.C.
And this is kind of the Rat Boy prediction, which is everything's going to turn into some sort of Costco thing, but they took a more dystopian approach to it. And this is exactly what you were talking about, where they use crime, they use this to justify like putting you through like cattle.
Very controversial new Whole Foods in Washington, D.C. You have to scan to check in. You have to scan to check out. You have to scan to leave the checkout. And then you have to scan to leave the store.
And, you know, that's what we have to do because of all the stealing. And it's like, no, you have to arrest people for the stealing, and then there's no more stealing. But when you don't do that, then you get your real end goal, and that's why we can't assume best motives.
Exactly, and it's Whole Foods owned by Amazon. So Amazon's already been doing that. Like when I used to work in Chicago downtown, they had the Amazon Go experimental stores or whatever. And it's just like, it's a megacorp.
It's convenient.
It's convenient. The megacorp, you need to scan your retina, please.
And they have your exact moves and everything you do, and they monitor. And they're basically just beta testing that technology.
Yeah.
Under the guise of convenience.
Yeah. And the guise of, shoplifting and whatever. And it's like, we just got to arrest criminals. Criminals need to be in jail. And a lot of people are like, United States has more criminals per capita, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so many people in jail. It's like, we need more. We need more. And did they all commit a crime? Did they all commit a brutally violent crime? And are they repeat offenders of theft and fraud? Oh, okay. So then they should be there. Okay.
There's like this thing where like leftists think that there's like a quota, and police go, all right, we need to arrest 60 black guys today, 30 white guys, 1 Asian, and the rest Hispanics.
It's like, no. Just the criminals.
They're doing it after hindsight, where it's, we arrested 100 guys. It was 60 black guys, 30 Hispanics, 30 white guys, and 1 Asian.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to White Lives Don't Matter, girl.
Black Lives Matter or White Lives Matter?
I mean, I gotta go Black Lives Matter.
Why Black Lives Matter?
Why? I don't think White Lives Matter. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be a person who's gonna go around saying White Lives Matter. Like, I think that sounds a little not good.
Got it.
So they got us.
Yeah. Wake up. We need you to wake up. It's almost too late. You need to wake up.
There's the result of the propaganda right there. People are falling victim to it. Not us, not you, but they get some.
What would you pick?
White Lives Matter. You know why? Because I'm white. Everyone here on Earth, it's a lot easier to deal with and predict human behavior if everyone on Earth is just self-interested.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Black lives matter to black people.
If you ask that interviewer, white lives or black lives, he'd go, black lives.
Yeah.
So why can't everyone just answer the question?
I say white lives because I'm white. Everyone in my family is white. It's a very simple process to be self-interested.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the base, like self-interested in the economy. That's how the whole economy works. Mm-hmm. It's one guy, hey, I need to go to a job and I need to get the money so that I can have the things I want. Oh, no, not Jim's job matters. Mm-hmm. Nope, I'm not that. So
being white is great.
Being white's sick. It's awesome. And you see Charlie Kirk up to the rhetoric a little bit with his tweet. Jack Posobiec, these guys are coming around, I guess, to the fact that you can say that and not be guilted or have some weird thing why you can't do it.
Yeah. The public conversation is changing.
Overton window.
It's shifting. And we're going back. And we're at the front of it.
Yeah.
Because we know we've been saying this shit for a while, and now everyone's saying it, and it's mainstream.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone just watches the show and then knows what to say.
Sad to see how easily they can get a nice, agreeable college girl to just say, "No, Black Lives Matter."
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares?
She's
in probably an all-white sorority, just enjoying life. Have fun.
Are you sure you want the answer to that?
Yeah.
If I was asked, are you sure you want me to say? Yeah. Let's go to the person in Maine who realizes how great it is there.
How freaking cute this is. I was on my walk and I saw this little sign with all these little flowers. So I went home and grabbed some money, and now I'm going to put some money in and take a little flower thing. How cute is this? Got myself some flowers. These are so freaking cute.
That's nice. That's America. That's pure Americana. That's what they want to take from us.
That's what they want to dump 40 Somalis into that town and then see how the money stays.
Exactly. You can't have a leave the money and take what you want situation when there's a 70 IQ Somali guy who wants to grope your kid there.
Yeah, there's a hotel full of Hispanic men with nothing to do all day and no jobs because they just claimed asylum. Mm-hmm.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Go buy in.
So I like these videos that someone posts where it's like, it's a sweet moment. It's a nice, affluent town in America. It's sweet. And you accidentally just gave the right wing fuel.
Yeah. That's peak first world.
Exactly. That's the best. That's what we should all be striving for, right, guys?
Third world is way behind that.
Yeah.
By the time third world gets up to that speed,
third world, someone steals the table. It's not even about the money or the flowers. The table's gone.
Everything's gone. Yeah. The money's gone. 100%. All right. Well, don't get too down. Don't get too depressed. We're moving on to Uplifting Gold.
I never get depressed or down.
Me neither.
I just do bits on it, and I'm like, I'm not this. This is not my life. It's not my reality.
Yeah.
So
I love the show.
I feel bad if people have to like, if you genuinely get down or whatever. It's more just like a warning. Stay away. Keep building the world you want. So hey, did I tell you somebody the other day when we did that trans bit? It was like I forget even what it was, but it was like some delusional trans person, and somebody DM'd me and said, and we were like, ask your boss for a raise. This delusional trans person can think they're make this demand. Somebody goes, hey dude, DM'd me. I don't know his name, but you know who you are. He goes, hey dude, I asked for that raise at work. You guys inspired me, and he got a raise.
Yeah, because I have the confidence of a grown man in a dress and heels trying to tell a school what to tell the kids about him.
Exactly.
Like,
you deserve the raise.
We all deserve the raise, guys.
So feels good, right?
Feels real good. All right, Uplifting Gold. First clip, the Trump impression in front of Trump. Love to see this. This happened earlier in the week.
All right, folks, this is something the internet's been waiting for a long time. Let's get the phones out, okay? Mr. President, people wanted to hear it. They wanted to hear it. You did a fantastic job. And I have to say this. We are going to help you win in a landslide. Less than Chris Christie every night at Taco Bell.
That's pretty good.
That's good shit.
That's good culture.
Yeah.
That's culture, baby. Let's go to the bathroom song guy. This I thought was really funny and clever. Let's let it rip.
You're in the bathroom line at a party. You step inside, it smells like someone just took a poo. You know you didn't do it, but it smells so gnarly that whoever walks in next is gonna think it was you. So you step outside, waving your hand near your nose, and you point over your shoulder saying that wasn't me. But they think that you're lying, sometimes that's how it goes. They all think that you pooped while they were waiting to pee. They all think that you pooped while they were waiting to pee.
Wow. That's like, when I look at people doing musical jokes, I used to watch Bo Burnham a lot before he got the brain poison.
Yeah.
And I would look at Bo Burnham. He did a stand-up thing called Make Happy on Netflix, and it was like in 2016. And I remember watching, and I said, damn, that's talent.
Yeah.
I'm just some guy. I'm average. That is something I can't do, and wow. And I'm so impressed by musical talent like that and funny words. That's why I like musicals. So this guy did a great job. His name's Tom McGovern27 on Instagram. Very rarely do we plug people who give us the clips.
Yeah.
But he deserves it.
He
doesn't know me.
Yeah, he doesn't know us. He probably doesn't even like us. But
he probably hates our guts. I'm a fat fuck. Rap boys.
You guys are racist. You're a pig. But no, this guy's great. And I like nowadays, somebody doesn't even have to like get co-signed. You can just create. You can just do content and create. And if you're undeniably good, you're gonna rise to the top. And do you know how many followers he has, or like about?
I think probably 100K, probably.
Okay,
that's so true.
He's going somewhere.
100%. And people think that like making it in social media, you have to just go viral once, and then that's it, and then you made it. You have to go viral consistently with undeniable talent, like 20 times
at least.
You know, and then you kind of have.
And then you coast on your laurels a little bit.
Because sometimes people will have like their content. Like I had this in the beginning with Fleccas Man in the Street, where someone would repost my video without tagging me and get like 3 million views. And I would be like, no, you need to tag me. I would have had so many followers. This is mine. You monetize my work. I didn't get any followers. No one knows. And that sucks. And that's part of the game. That's part of the come up.
Yeah.
But then if you go viral undeniably 20 more times, then it's
make
all
a brand
good.
name.
It's all good. Yeah.
And then that facial recognition from that video that went viral that you weren't tagged on still kind of counts because it's a sum of the parts, right?
Yeah. So whenever someone gets mad for not getting tagged, deep down they're insecure about themselves not making it.
Interesting.
Because they think like, I needed that. If I don't have that, now it's fucked. That was my only chance. Like that was my only chance. What do you think? You're not going to have new ideas, better ideas? Same with people stealing ideas. It's the same mindset. Like, oh, you stole my idea. That was one idea I had of 10. I'll have 10 more next week. Boom. Have it, whatever.
Interestingly enough, the subject matter of that song, the bathroom, somebody pooped while you were waiting to pee. This kind of happened to me recently. not bathroom related, but I was at my building's little gym. It's like a little gym, just like a set of dumbbells, 2 treadmills, bike,
Small room.
elliptical, and like a big workout machine. I go in there, I see a black woman. Has nothing to do with the story, just context. Black woman in there. I'm like walking around. I wait. It's a smallish gym. I don't like being in there when people are in there. I walk in after they're gone. This woman, place smells like shit. Absolute sharpest BO. You know that sharp lingering BO? You know that whole Seinfeld episode of the BO's in the car? It was literally that.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting. And I open the door and I'm doing this, like trying to get air in and out of the room because it smelled so bad and I was about to start my workout. Then, lo and behold, 5, 6, 7 minutes later, skinny Asian guy walks in. Place smells like shit still. He looks at me. I didn't say anything.
You let him think it was you?
I'm not going to correct him. I have my headphones on. But I took the blame for that place smelling like shit because some girl has bad hygiene. Like,
can't relate to that story. I would immediately, when that person walks in, before they even smelled it, be like, yo, something smells bad in here. Is letting you know. Some lady was in here before us.
I didn't want the convo. I didn't want it. And I don't care. I don't care what that guy thinks of me. So, but show watchers know.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
All right, let's go to the deaf rapper. Another talented music guy.
This one?
Yeah.
They be like, yo, that means you got a disability, right? I be like, what? You got a disability, right? Oh yeah, I got this ability to get the bag, this ability to be so thin swag. Look at my pet, I was born to flex, looking so fly while cash out check.
That's good. I just wanted the deaf guy's part, turning disability into this ability. I got this ability.
Smart.
That's good shit.
All
right, let's go the turtle.
Turtle's eating slop.
Turtle eats the pond scum.
That's nice.
That's really good.
It's called an ecosystem.
It's called someone's got to slurp it up. Pond scum's disgusting. That's like my least favorite part of like natural, like still
Lakes.
waters.
Yeah.
Is pond scum. Turtles eat it up. That's how you know God's real.
Smart.
Everyone's got a little job. And then we have also this robot bathroom cleaner, which is kind of similar to the turtle. But this robot comes in, opens the door himself, closes the door himself, and he starts spraying this whole place down, cleaning the toilet, touching the toilet with his hands. He doesn't care. He's kind of like the robot turtle of pond scum bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the same energy of like a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And
Send the robot in.
Send the robot in. You got a swampy lake, buy some turtles.
Fair.
I like shit like that. Let's go to the last clip. iPad mom face. This kid's got to have bottle time, and he likes his mom, and it works.
I think he's a little confused. He should be looking at the bottle by this point.
Yeah, he's a little confused.
Oh, iPad went to sleep. Now your mom's dead.
Mission failed. All right, well, that's the end of the episode. Nothing's left, right?
No, that's it.
We have a business shout out.
Oh, yeah.
As we do at the end of our Friday episodes, we shout out America First Businesses. These guys made some cool conceal carry.
The company is called Leisure Carry.
Leisure Carry.
And these gun clips are designed to holster a gun with like sweatpants or workout pants or shorts. So I think you guys should follow their Instagram. It's at Leisure Carry.
Yep, it's linked in the description as well.
And shout out to them. They made custom ones for me and Fleccas, and they look great.
They look very cool. And if you guys are a business that wants to get shouted out, obviously making us 2 of the product.
Yeah, I mean, you cut the line. I have a lot of emails.
You cut the line.
I have a lot of business emails, and like we are going to get to them, over time.
Every Friday.
But there's one way to cut the line, and that's it.
So check them out, follow them. A lot of you guys probably carry. Pick up some Leisure Carry concealers.
If you have problems carrying with sweatpants or shorts or stuff like that, or you wear that a lot, I think it's a great product.
That is the way, and this is not a business shout out. No one paid us any money. This is just us shouting out America First Company, so make sure you guys go support. and leave them some reviews too. We'll have their website up, so leave them some nice Google reviews.
I think they have 0 Google reviews or something. I think I looked into it, so that would be a nice to spin that up to at least 20.
Round up the troops. Leave some reviews. Thank you guys for watching. We're at the end of the episode. We can kind of loosen up a little bit. Big announcement in Bonus Land today.
Okay.
We have a big announcement in Bonus Land. So if you guys love this show and you want an extra 30 minutes, that's dropping today at 3 o'clock. Make sure you go sign up for Bonus Land. We have a Q&A coming next week, a Bonus Land coming next week, and I think next Friday we are not going to have a public show. And we'll tell you why in Bonus Land. And if you want to just wait until next Friday to not see anything, don't join. FleccasTalks.com is the website, FleccasMerch.com for the best merch in the game. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you at Bonus Land or on Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got this ability to get the bag. This ability to be soaked in swag. Look at my pet.